Gears of War collection is apparently set for PS5 this year, with E-Day releasing in 2026. This is from George Yang at GameSpot. This is according to reports out there. A Gears of War collection is reportedly going to be announced this summer with a PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S release. Gears of War E-Day also reportedly is targeting a 2026 release window. That's what I heard. They were originally trying to get it out in 2025, but right before announcing it, they're like, let's take that date out of the trailer. Actually, it was going to be in the first revealed trailer for E-Day, because they started talking more and like, there's a good chance it's actually going to be 2026. So that lines up with what I've heard. In the meantime, though, Gears of War collection could be coming according to leaker Ecstasis. This also goes back a long way to Special Nick over Xbox Era. He talked about this a long time ago and got a lot of crap because it hasn't happened yet. Well, it sounds like it is now. While the exact games in the rumored collection are unknown, it's likely going to at least include the first three, although the spin-off Gears of War Judgment could be a part of that package as well. The leaker doesn't have any information about a Nintendo Switch 2 port. Gears of War E-Day was reportedly aiming for a 2025 window, but now it's apparently slipped into next year. One notable thing about this is a part of this rumor, and multiple people are saying this, including Jez Corden, shout outs to Jez, that this won't include any multiplayer, this collection.
It looks like folks are saying that Jez was reporting that no PvP.
Okay,
so
he must have clarified, yes.
Okay, so co-op and possibly Horde, which feels like the right choice.
Co-op for sure. And then Horde mode, I would think, what does that really harm you to include a Horde mode? Because the E-Day could have a new, bigger Horde mode, and actually, I think that could continue like the momentum of Horde mode. The comparison between old style multiplayer Gears of War versus whatever E-Day is going to do is the thing they likely want to avoid and don't want to have to support both at the same time. So again, that makes sense to me.
Do you think we're going to be able to reacquire some of the older, not cosmetics, but guest characters? I know that the New Day were a pack at one point, as well as my dear friend one day, Dave Bautista.
Yes. I think there's a chance for like Dave Bautista. Like that one feels like maybe, because I think you could play as him in the campaign, right? I think they made it work that way. I think a lot of the other stuff was, made for multiplayer, made for those kinds of skins, and so they won't emphasize that. Not really. And I think the focus here is let's get people to care about the Gears of War universe so that we can go into E-Day and have the best success possible. All right. Marvel 1943 voice actor hints at possible release date. This is from George Yang at GameSpot. Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra doesn't have an official release date or even window yet beyond 2025, but according to one of the game's voice actors, we could be playing it by the end of this year. The game's Black Panther voice actor, Carrie Payton, told the Direct, we're still working, but we're planning on 2025. We're thinking like a Christmas situation, but I am so excited. While the game seemingly already had a 2025 release window, Payton's comments at least narrowed down a potential launch month. While December might be an odd time to release a game, some big ones have released during that month, although I wouldn't assume. When someone says they're going to release it Christmas time, that to me means November. That means November, maybe December, but honestly, October, November is much more likely than December. Although, of course, it's not impossible. These games have come out, and games like this have come out in December before. That late in the year, big game. The real reason that they are probably like, hey, we're considering that time of year is the same reason everyone is considering, a nebulous release date for later this year, and that's Grand Theft Auto 6. But if Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out in, a little bit earlier than that, this game probably will not be shy about coming out in November. I think that would make a ton of sense. This is not going to collide too much, although, of course, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to take a lot of the oxygen out of the room. Where are you at with your excitement for Marvel 1943, which, as a reminder, it's the World War II historically set Black Panther Captain America game from Amy Hennig. This is Amy Hennig's team.
Grubb, as I've documented on this website, Captain America is one of my favorite superheroes. I'm very much excited for this, especially when Carrie Payton was announced to play the Black Panther in this game. For folks that don't know, Carrie Payton, King Ezekiel in The Walking Dead, as well as the voice of Cyborg in the Teen Titans show. So super excited about that. I have no clue what this game is supposed to be like, so I'd like to see some type of gameplay very, very soon. But in any case, Grubb, I'm excited because Marvel had a little bit of a dip with Captain America Brave New World, not quite hitting, but Marvel can still ride the juice from Marvel Rivals, the new Daredevil show that has been received pretty well, and I'm hearing rumblings that Thunderbolts may also be a pretty neat movie.
I hope so.
That Marvel is really betting on, and especially Amy Hennig. I would really love to see what she has been up to for these past couple of years. And I just hope that whatever Marvel Steam or Marvel Boom is enough to push this game to the finish line. Because other than this, I don't believe we've learned any updates since like maybe the middle of last year.
About this game specifically, you're saying? Yeah. I can't remember the last time we saw it. There's some games that like pop up in a lot of these shows that we sit down and talk over. This is not one of them. It has appeared in stuff, but yeah, you're right. I'm not. Nothing's coming to mind immediately about like, oh, that's when I learned a whole bunch of more new information about what Marvel 1943, which again is that Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra, what that's all about. So you're right. I'm with you where it's like my expectations for what this game is going to be are still a little bit cloudy. Although, I hear Amy Hennig making a game in Unreal Engine 5, and it's a big budget Marvel game. My expectation is it's a character-driven narrative action game, similar to Uncharted. She made a lot of Uncharted games. Why wouldn't she apply a lot of that learning to this as well? But of course, it's superheroes, so you got to have a little bit more on top of that, and maybe that could distract from just the Uncharted style gameplay. I don't know. You're right. So we probably get more information about this over the summer. You think if it is coming out late this year, this feels like something that could be at like a Keighley summer game fest or something like that.
Yeah, I feel like this could be further revealed during Keighley's summer birthday. Given the pedigree behind the game, it feels like something you could lean part of a summer presentation on.
I think so too. I think it's the kind of thing where it's especially Keighley would love to have it in his show because it does both things he likes to have, which is here's a big movie property or movie characters, and then here's a big game from a big publisher. So yeah, and then also Amy Hennig, someone who's got some name recognition. So actually it hits like 3 categories that Keighley likes to have for his announcements. So yeah, I think you're right that this could be a keystone in a showcase like that.